Young teens ages 14 and under should not be allowed on social media or should have their access limited with technologies that allow social platforms. The reason for this being that social media has been named the new drug or cigarette for youth today. The second reason being that social media has been traced back to higher levels of suicide, anxiety, and depression. And the third reason being that social media was not created for our youth. Technology is an interesting place to research, as today you can walk down the street and see youth ages 14 and under walking the streets with one of these in their hands. We have handed our youth a small gadget or machine that is pocket-sized, transportable, and allows them to have access all day long to social media platforms. Some researchers say that the youth have become our lab rats in a really dangerous experiment where we hand them a social platform or technology and give it to them all hours of the day without any training. Unfortunately, this experiment has been taking place with many of our youth and has become detrimental to their health. Today, I'm going to share with you why social media should not be allowed for youth ages 14 and under. The first thing to look at is the new name that researchers have given social media, the new drug. Many researchers say that this drug is being partaken all hours of the day in our homes, and our homes have become the most dangerous place. As parents or adults, this pertains to all of us because we all use social media. But who is watching you? And what are they seeing? Are we spending 5 hours a day partaking of a drug in front of our children? Would we bring drugs into our home? Probably not. But unfortunately, this has become the case with social media and technology. Researchers say that it's, quote, 2% effort and 98% putting down your phone, end quote. The youth today desire and need more quality time and love than ever before in our history. We need to be there to give them that love and educate them on why this addictive substance or drug can be so dangerous. The second reason that social media should not be allowed for youth ages 14 and under is because it has been traced back to higher suicide, depression, anxiety, and bullying in our youth. They cannot handle the pressures, the bullying, or any of the things that social media bring because they are not fully capable. Unfortunately, this leads to depression and ultimately suicide. Dr. Jean Tange, author of iGen, provided research that found the following, quote, teens who spend 5 or more hours per day on their devices are 71% more likely to have one risk factor for suicide. This research further found that with every increase of time by 1 hour, 2 hours, etc., there was more elevated risk with each hour. Once a youth surpassed 3 hours a day, they saw a large increase of at least one threat per group tested. Dangerous. Technology is so dangerous. I once sat in an audience where the speaker said, quote, giving our youth a smartphone is similar to giving them a loaded gun, end quote. There truly is an epidemic in suicide right now, and 100% of the time it's leading back to social media. Our youth cannot mentally handle social media because they are not apt or able to do so. This brings us to my third point, that social media was not created for our youth. It was actually created for adults ages 18 and older. It is a mature platform. It actually has been titled entertainment technology because that's what it is. It's there to entertain. Now, I don't think we would take our youth, or 6th grader, let's say, to Vegas to be entertained at a show. Absolutely not. Why are we handing them entertainment technology that is highly addictive? This needs to end. This is why it's so important to me. Entertainment technology does not make our kids smarter, harder working, or better able to find jobs. It's crippling them, and we really need to take a stand. To finalize, social media has become very dangerous for our youth. It is the new drug. It creates higher levels of suicide, depression, and anxiety, and it is not created for our youth. It's created for adults. If you want to know what is happening in social media, you need to follow Colin Karchner. He is helping bring awareness of the dangers of social media. Please be aware of these dangers. Look at ways you can help our youth today. Make it a priority and listen to or follow the rule that I have stated here, that youth ages 14 and under should not be allowed on social media or have limited access to social platforms or any technology that holds social platforms. We need to help our youth today battle social media because they cannot do it alone. We must take a stand.